Hey Barstow Jr., I wanted to do a quick 3-minute video or so about the new features in Google Enterprise. I can go into depth about how they actually work once I've tested them out more, but I didn't want them to freak you out today. So, first thing is, I knew Enterprise kicked in because I got an email now. After our Google Meets, you're going to receive an email. It's got a little spreadsheet. It's going to tell you who came, what their email address is, how long they were there, time they joined, time they exited your meeting. And that's going to come from this meetings-no reply, so it doesn't get automatically filtered. It came up in my other category for like my inbox, my regular inbox. But it's nice because now you have sort of a double check if you give participation for a Google Meet. If you just want to double check your attendance, it comes about 5 minutes after you close a meeting. Next is inside Google Meet features. So we have a few new ones. First of all, if this arrived for you already, our blur has now changed into change background. So you still have the option to blur, you have the option to have no change, and then you have the option to apply one of these things, like if you want to be in the clouds or whatever. When I have my camera set the right way, you'll see like this pop up around me instead. I think I saw myself waving in the corner down here, but it's because I'm doing something weird. You have some options here. It's not like Zoom where you can upload your own, but they did provide you some to sort of mask your background, so that's kind of fun, but also distracting for the kids, just to warn you. Okay. Now, the real thing, oh, I am in the clouds down here. Wow. See, I'm as bad as the kids. Is this activities thing, and it looks like little play blocks, which is kind of cute. We have Q&A, so people in the meeting can post questions for you to like answer, and that's going to pop up. We have polls where you can ask a question, and then it'll show combined responses of what the kids are looking for, right? So you can put something on here like, what's the best food? I don't know. I'm going to try it in first period. I'll make up a question. And then you can take a poll on things, and then with this Q&A, it actually opens it so that the students can ask questions. You can ask questions as well. So you can do ask a question, it'll pop it up in there, and then they can answer it, and students can use that feature as well. And then breakout rooms. So this is a different way of doing breakout rooms. There's some pros and some cons. First thing is, pros is it's going to generate all of these. They're going to be associated with your main meeting links. So you don't have to go in, create them all ahead of time, and do all that stuff, which can be very time consuming. So if you want, I would usually do about 6 in my first period, and I would title these the names of the sections, and then you can choose actually which kids you want to put into this meeting. So if they're already in your main meet, you can type their name real quick and pop them up into there, or you can shuffle the kids randomly to push them into a group. Now this takes away their option to choose which group they want to be in, unless you know ahead of time, and like, I have 60 kids in first period, I don't know that I'm going to go in and type all of their names. So if this works for you, cool. When we go ahead and make these, so let's pretend I did that, blah, 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 there's kids in each of these rooms. Now when I push open rooms, what it does is, you'll notice on this side, it says breakout rooms are in session. All of these rooms are going on the side. I'm still in the main meet. I can't actually see what's going on inside these rooms. I have to click join. It's going to actually completely change my Google Meet that I'm in and put me inside their call instead, right? And then once I'm in here, I can maneuver this Google Meet call the same way, blah, blah, blah. This is the clarinet one. I go back to that breakout rooms when I want to be, maybe I want to move now to group 2, pretend breakout room 2 was flutes. I can go into join and move myself, etc. And when I don't want to be in any of those, I can do leave. Leave is going to push me back into the main call. Okay. Through this whole time, the main call is still open, which is kind of nice. And when you want all of those kids to bounce back into your main call, you hit close rooms. And then that would actually push them all back to you. The thing I do not like about this is I'm used to having a bunch of tabs at the top so I can hear all of the rooms. When you go this route, which is built in, you don't have to make all those meeting links, all that stuff, you just can't see the kids the same way. So maybe that helps. Maybe it's something to play with. I'm going to give it a try today, and then that way I can give you guys tips and tricks in case you guys have questions.